Our attention away from the NFL for just a few moments. Now, this coming weekend, the British American Football League are holding their championship games in Doncaster. Now, one of the teams playing on Sunday is in our backyard. This is Harlequin 1, what will be the new home for Sky Sports. Just a few hundred meters from our base in Austerley, you will find the London Warriors junior team and their senior counterpart, the Cobras, a setup that exemplifies what should be happening in Britball today.
Our first sort of slogan was commitment to discipline can lead to success. So I mean, to unpack that for you on a day-to-day basis with our team, what we were teaching is not so much that football's about smashing people up, even though that's part of the game when you're technically sound. It's about being part of something, a unit that's disciplined. If everyone comes off the line together, then we will have no gaps, and that's carried through life. So if we run it through our lives with no gaps, with the teams that we work in, then we'll be a unified and indestructible force. So that's the kind of philosophy behind our team.
What do you see as the main strength of your football team?
It's, to be honest with you, it's the variety of personalities and cultures we have in the team. I mean, you won't find a club or a sport that brings somebody who has no money with maybe what we call a tag, which is like when the police want you in your house at a certain time, curfew. We have those kind of play. Well, let me not say those kind of play. We had a few players that were not so happy with the law, and then on the flip side, we've got some really, really affluent players. We've got black players, we've got white players, we've got players from all walks of life, and we all come together and play this game.
The Cobras are a new force in Britball, but they sport some old familiar faces. Former Monarchs tight end Jerry Anderson couldn't resist helping out in kit as well as coaching on the sideline.
We got involved with a young program, the London Warriors program, in 2005. And they told me I was going to be the head coach. I was a bit surprised because at the time, me and my attitude towards young men weren't the best because I'm very in terms of discipline, you know. But I had a great time the first year. The young men taught me a lot about myself and my tolerance level. And we went on to have a very successful youth program. In our four seasons, we've only lost once. We had, I think, 6 guys by the coming end of this year who will be in a junior college, which is unheard of in the UK, and they've come up through the youth team via the senior team. We try and tell them exactly the things they need to do. We try and teach them. Oh, the reason why I'm still playing was that we started a young senior team a couple of seasons ago, and it was just to help them get by. You know, they came up from the youth program. They were inexperienced. They had exams still to do. So when guys had to do exams, I'd fill in and just try and be part of it.
Britball legend Victor Mohammed has been coached out of retirement. He started playing in Hyde Park with the Ravens in 1983 and had a tryout with the Jets in the 90s and played in front of 90,000 at Wembley for the Monarchs. But now he's returned to the parks in fantastic shape, especially for a 43-year-old. Victor, a lot of times I see people and I might ask them to loan me some money. Can you loan me some of the muscles you walking around with, man?
Hey. I'm just a reflection of yourself.
Oh,
if you
is
want
that what
it,
it is?
You can have
is
it
that
if
what
you
it
want.
is? Okay.
I'm only here for a time. You can have it if you want it.
All right. How did that come about where now, not only are you a player, but you're the man in charge, the coach?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the man in charge. There's a culmination of us, you know, coaches. We try to bring the experience that we've gained over the years into a nice melting pot, and we try and, you know, give the youth something to look forward to, something to aspire to, and some form of direction. We're just trying to help people out so they can probably go further than we did.
The Warriors Cobra setup has a family theme to this organization. Ex-Monarchs coach Tony Allen also led efforts to find NFL talent in Europe with the international program. He's the head coach. Tony's son Jerome is quarterback.
My son joined the team. He said, "Dad, we really need some help in coaching," and that's how I pretty much got involved with this group. Internally, we work very hard to get them into high school, and the names of some of the schools escape me now, but we've got 3 or 4, 2 going to high school, and 3 or 4 going to junior college. There's one kid, offensive lineman with the youth program, who's going on to, he was last weekend, Michigan took a look at him, and they were real impressed with him. So, no, the whole goal here is to take them as far as they can go.
And Tony's other son, Marvin, is also helping out. Marvin was an NFL Europe receiver. He has been in the practice squads for Cincinnati and Miami, and then this past season for the Steelers.
The most thrilling part I mean, obviously the Super Bowl win, that kind of started the crescendo to the season. I mean, there were highs and lows, but yeah, that was probably the biggest thrill, just winning the Super Bowl. It wasn't so much thinking of getting the ring. It was more of a relief because I felt like we knew that we had the ability to win the Super Bowl. It's just the relief of doing it.
I was told a couple of weeks before that the international program was no longer going forward, and yeah, proud moment, sad but also very proud, and just wish there were more kids to get that opportunity. That's all.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, I'm considering playing some British football just to say, I played under my father and I caught a pass from my brother or something like that. So, I mean, it's just fun. We have fun with it. We don't end up getting in any arguments or anything like that off the field. So it's just fun. It just ends up being a good situation.
Sometimes can be a bit of pressure on me because I got, Super Bowl winner and my dad's with all his accomplishments. But, it's fun. It's fun sometimes when I'm not getting yelled at, but it's good. It's good.
The British Bowl games kick off on Saturday in Doncaster. You have Lancaster Wolverines versus the Farnham Fast Lane Knights. That starts off at 3 p.m. The Colchester Gladiators and Leicester Falcons at 7 p.m. on Saturday as well. But then Sunday, the London Cobras versus East Kilbride Pirates. That's at 12 p.m. And then the London Blitz and the Coventry Jets. They will get it on in Doncaster. Nick, it's a big weekend.
It is.
Brit ball.
Great weekend, and good to see some of those old guys still going. I mean, I used to watch Jerry and Victor back in the 80s. Victor had a phenomenal body then. He's got even better. What's he doing that we're not doing? But, he's keeping it in shape, isn't he? Yeah, he's phenomenal.
He's doing something.
Tony Allen's put so much into the game in this country as well. Good to see those guys still flying the flag. It's great to see those guys. They're getting too old for this game, though. They shouldn't be playing anymore, Kev.
Well, they always say, you're too old when you're deciding you're too old. Let's keep it here on Sky Sports 3 because we'll be in Philadelphia